right here at the Auto Club Speedway, and I think we got Judson Kane up in the booth. He's going to be doing some commenting on this, giving me some info. He's going to be my spotter, my eyes on the track, my eyes in the sky.
Yeah,
so he's going to be popping in here and help us on out here. But this is the third race of the day, Class C fixed trucks, and Malone starting 5th place in the number 2 car. And we're going to go green flag racing here. We got Voodoo Ride number 16 in front of us. Oh, he just disappeared. We got a blinker, folks. It's not good. Oh, okay. Thanks for the advice. Can't see the guy in first. Hope this guy's internet doesn't fail on me.
Yeah, I don't know where you are, Tyler. Right at the back here, they all like checked up. Wrecking.
Caution! Our first caution, folks.
Yeah, good pass the lap. Green, man. No problem.
And alright.
Sorry, Josh, I didn't see. Sorry.
Why are we trying
And
to
the first caution flag waves here at Auto Club Speedway.
Yeah, there's idiots like this. Yeah. Check out coming out of turn 2.
I didn't see you, Josh. I'm sorry.
What's your problem, 16? I'm number 2 car, guys. Don't worry, he's not talking about me. I have 0 problems. Pertaining to this race, anyway. Alright, let's do the old fake to the pits move, because that's always fun. If we're going slow enough here, we haven't caught up to the pace car yet. We didn't even make it a lap around, folks, before that caution flag came out. That's right. The last race I did, it was the first caution flag came out. It wasn't until 16, 17 laps in. All right, let's do the fake out. Whoa!
Good evening, folks. Sorry I'm late. Judson Kane here with another Group TV special. We got Friday Night Trucks. We're going to focus on owner-driver Matt Malone, come hailing out of Western Illinois. We are sitting here in Auto Club Speedway, sitting in our first yellow flag. Again, I'm sorry I'm late. I had a podium attendance that I had to attend to. 3rd place over at Suzuka. Better late than never. Of course, as we're sitting in yellow flag racing, Grip TV is probably the leader in iRacing content, news, drivers, and if I do have to say so myself, commentary.
Oh, Judson, we did get you in the booth up there, huh?
Made it there, Matt Malone.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Here. I can see you got the number 2 plate on your car this time. It looks like you made significant improvements over the last 2 races, coming from a last 5th place finish up to a 13th place finish. I believe you had the number 7 plate on the last race. Didn't really have the chops to stick it through and make improvements on the race, but looks like today you're in your much better position over at the 5th place. How you doing there, Matt Malone?
Well, I think it looks a little bit better than it actually is. Probably just in a lower split, so I think that might be the reason. But I'm going to try to do my best. I'm doing all right. Truck's feeling real fast. It's feeling real fast today, so I just hopefully we get some green flag racing here so I can show them what I got.
Well, the laps it's too soon to say, but the lap times aren't showing too hot. We have a 1 minute 5 seconds on our first lap, followed by a 1 minute 17, probably under yellow caution.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a look over at the other drivers that Matt Malone will be facing today. I'm particularly interested in that number 1 car that's directly in front of Malone as they're pacing around the track here. And then we're going to follow up with the leaders just to see where Matt Malone's pace is and what kind of consistency we're supposed to expect in order to get ourselves a podium finish.
Is that a question for me?
We're on 1 to go. Be smart about moving that you're outside there. 1 minute 50.38.
Well, I plan on winning this thing in the next turn. As soon as the green flag goes green, I'm going to be winning it first turn. That's always been my strategy. All right, folks, as you heard him, that's Judson Kane up in the booth. He's going to be calling this one, giving us some info, giving us some tidbits of what's the ins and outs are on this race at Auto Club Speedway. You know him as Universe
All right,
Revenue.
things aren't looking too promising. The number 1 car, obviously favorite, was able to post a 104.173 in comparison to Matt Malone's 105.137. But, of course, fast lap, hot lap isn't what wins it here at the Auto Club Speedway. We're actually going to have to see what kind of average we're going to get in the laps. And what I'm expecting is probably going to be a 105.5 to traffic. When with that consistency and as the tires wear down, it's going to probably be the number 1 key to success when it comes to winning in Friday Night Trucks.
Five, if you got a beef with the 10, just let it go.
Until after the race or under caution.
Hi, big girl. You, man.
I'm going
Put
to go
your
green
start
flag
guys
racing
and
here.
try and be clean.
I have a map pace cars off.
All right, pace cars in, folks. Here we go. We're getting ready for green light racing. Matt Malone on the inside track, 3rd car back. And we got green light racing.
Here we go.
Being that Malone's from Illinois, I wouldn't pick a fight with him, especially when he's behind the wheel of a 2,000-pound truck. He's really holding his position, giving up his inside line, though. That's kind of discouraging.
Yeah, someone back to the point of 44.
While Malone's running the laps, we got some exciting progress. Number 3 and number 11's jumped out early in the race. Seems like they've been running away with it, and they've been posting some scary lap times. One just hit 5th lap, hottest lap of the night, 44 seconds and 500ths. 11's almost overtaking. There could be some action with the aggressiveness here. It's going to give Malone the window to get back into this bad boy. But absolutely, as Malone's sitting out in no man's land, he's going to need some help from the number 5 and hopefully get some speed. Because we need some teamwork that's going to be at play here. And boy, oh boy, do I want to see a podium finish. Oftentimes here at Grip TV, behind the scenes, we get ourselves some nicknames here. And of course, one that I've always privied Malone to as is Bump Draft Malone. Could have used that as leverage against number 15 and maybe bumped him into the corner, spinning him out. But Matt Malone's a far scarier driver than me. And not as dirty. We got a wreck.
Wrecking.
Matt Malone's safe.
Woo!
Posting competitive times. I don't know what I was thinking of saying that the expectation of pace is 105 for a lap. Looks like it's going to be sitting around a 45 or a 44.5 to win this race.
Yeah, there's some issues early on. Never got a green flag. Those are the first green flag runs we've seen. Woo! It's exciting down here.
Sorry, I was a little late. The Grip TV chopper had some thunderstorm warnings as I was trying to get in here from my podium finish there. How you doing down there below?
Check up
Oh,
zone
man.
3.
I'm just enjoying listening to your commentating. That's real good. Yeah, down here on the track's really heating up. We got some rubber being laid down, so I'm starting to get a little extra traction than I was early on. And whew, I thought I done missed my drawers, man, after that last incident. And I almost got into them, so we kept it clean, and we're gonna keep it going.
What you do in a man's pants is your own business, and I don't think that the general public here would like to hear about that, Matt. But how's your knuckles? You white knuckling it, or you pretty comfortable?
Well, no, it was starting, but I think we're gonna see a little bit of white knuckling here later on, because I think this. I have a feeling this is gonna go green the rest of the way here, and it's gonna be nuts the whole way.
Well, you're obviously positioned at nice 5 in the 3rd position there. You got 2 rather experienced vets in front of you. This dark horse, number 16, not knowing what to expect, but he's posting some pretty hot times. His fastest right now is a 42.553, and is faster than the number 1 car, which is sitting right up front there.
He's probably gonna try to make a move here, and I just hope they don't get into each other and cause another wreck.
Well, and that's why we pay you not to think, but to drive, damn it.
I can do that. I'm just gonna floor it.
Just go on there for it.
Thinking about pitch strategy.
Well, this is a 30-lap shootout.
Man, I thought you got wrecked out, man.
Give you guys some kind of understanding here.
Me?
We are sitting with an
I spun
overcast
around,
today,
it
81
wasn't too
degrees
bad.
Fahrenheit, and we got a wind coming from the south at 7 miles an hour.
Yeah, I can feel that western wind, man. I tell you, pushes that truck. Ooh, man, things like driving a sailboat out here.
Or an RV on the way to South Dakota.
So I didn't even see if anybody pitted. No, they didn't.
Now, it's from my understanding that Matt Malone's really trying to use tonight as a statement race, show that he's not just a road track racer, has quite a bit of experience in the GT3 racing, as I'm sure all your fans understand or have known and watched, but that he's also been pretty competitive in the oval. That's like many drivers over here at Grip TV, has actually shown that they are multi-disciplined, not only racing the road tracks very aggressively, but also being very competitive in the oval itself. Though I would say, Matt, the trucks is an interesting decision out of all the cars that we can be competing in. Why trucks?
I think it's mostly to do with participation. I want to see how I really rank up against most of the oval racers. I don't want to see, make it look as though I'm trying to sneak in, some good stats. I want to really put it out there and see what I really got against everybody. So, and it's a truck. I can hold all my beer and my hay and my ladies back there. I got a whole thing of Skull. I got some Skull back in there and some Busch Light. So we're good to go.
How about that, folks?
I just couldn't stand that trunk space in the Gen 6. I just couldn't deal with it, so I went with the truck.
Grip TV, of course, does not endorse any tobacco products.
That's
Let's
right.
just make that known there, folks. But, yeah, what Matt Malone does in his own time, including shit in his pants, like you mentioned earlier, he can keep to himself.
The views expressed here on the Showdown 1983 channel have nothing to do with actual Grip TV. There's a legalese paragraph in there somewhere, I think.
So, what I want to do is while we're sitting in Yellow Flag Racing, or make sure you head your way over to griptv.org, get yourself signed up on that forum. We're going to start making picks for the Formula One qualifying that's happening tonight. Would see who can pick and go the longest streak of picking the pole sitter.
Just for fun, guys. Just for bragging rights.
And finally, make sure you hit that follow button on Showdown. He's casting every single day, almost all day. And he's probably, if not one of the most beaten leaders in iRacing broadcasting here on Twitch TV.
I heard something about a giveaway, too. It's like a rumor or something.
Apparently, inside rumor says that at 500 followers, he is going to do a giveaway, likely to me. But you guys all can come and watch that, if you please.
That's right, folks. It's a chat giveaway. Your chance to win a copy of Assetto Corsa and one car and one track of your choice in iRacing. That's right, folks. Don't miss out. You don't have to just be a follower. You don't even have to be a follower. You just have to have an account on Twitch and be in chat at the time of the giveaway. So, good luck.
Now, what's nice about this position here with Green Flag Racing is Matt Malone's on the inside track. It seems so far that his inside line has been faster than his outside line, where he's been stuck on the outside. And it's been an improvement over 3 seconds in over 2 laps. I can see if he holds this bottom line, sticks tight to number 1, they can run away with this. And here we go, Green Flag Racing. Matt Malone stuck on the inside. It's going to make progress as the number 15 is deciding to come down and draft with him. Right now, they're almost 3 wide. Man, the 15 did a bait and switch. Was going to go down the inside, work with Matt Malone. Dodge backed him his way up high and has now been competing with him for the 2nd place. Number 1, meanwhile, is pulling away. Now out of the gate, it seems like he's right in average. Around 44.276 was his lap time. On average so far from what I've seen with the other racers. Now, if I'm not mistaken, following Malone in the history of his racing adventures on oval racing, I believe this could be the first win in his truck series. There's one big problem, though. That number 1 is pulling away. Roughly sitting about 100th of a second gain on each lap right now. Matt Malone's going to need some bump and help. It'd be interesting to see, and I'm sure spectators, as you're sitting here watching Matt Malone, it's going to be how he works with the other drivers to see if he can get himself caught back up with that number 1 car. Because that number 1 car is ice cold, doesn't make many mistakes, very mechanical from what I'm seeing right now up in the Flint. And it's going to take a team effort to get up there in front of him.
I wonder if this guy behind me took tires or something. Or he's just good.
Now here we go. Number 5 car. I can't even tell what number that is. The number 9 car.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dominic Tesoro, so is putting a move on Matt Malone.
I'm getting eaten up.
Driving down the inside, 15's taking advantage of that too. Matt Malone stuck on the high side.
And he doesn't work that high side very well.
Nope. Working that high side has put him down over about 300ths of a second so far in this race. Right now, currently averaging about a 42.62 lap time. Slightly under the average of the number 1 car, leader. But boy, if they put on a pressure for that number 1 car.
Yeah, they have.
15th and a 6th.
Jeez.
It's a disruption up there. If only Matt Malone could leverage that opportunity, he'd be back in this.
Yes, leverage. I need leverage. Stuck on the outside, man. I don't like being out here. He's really close to me. I can hear him.
We got a new leader, number 15, 50 inside over the number 1 car. Number 15, not as ice cold, is kind of frantic when it comes to his lap times. A lot of mistakes. But Matt Malone really needs to get on the inside. To give you an idea of what that outside's done, we were sitting at a 42.61 lap time average. Now Matt Malone's sitting up at a 43.1 average. It's bumped up. A little disheartening, but that's what the outside can do to you.
Yeah, you
The
don't
other
want to
thing
get
that
caught.
happens, what I've noticed in these races, when you start racing with the drivers, you may be catching them, but they could be racing way out of pace, and really sets you back quite a bit, as we're witnessing here. But plenty of laps to go. We're on lap 19 of this 30-lap shootout on Friday Night TRUX by Spectre TV. And if it were me racing there, I'd already been wrecked.
That's why we keep you in the booth. Oh no. I'm getting eaten up out here. Oh, there's Voodoo guy.
Yep, tires are playing a factor in this right now, without a doubt. Overall lap averages for my calculations with these trucks has gotten up to a 42.8. Matt Malone sitting at about a 43.1. But we got some speed out of this number 12 car. 2 cars up from Matt Malone is flying high at a 42.6. But it's going to be tire management here, folks. It's really going to play dividends.
Not hitting that turn right. Ooh! Issues.
Oh, we have a wreck.
Issues.
Oh, can you believe this? 4 cars in front of Matt Malone, almost a spin out, coming out of that turn with a little bit of oversteer, got the counter steer on, and was able to save it. I think it's safe to say on Grip TV that that was a crap your pants good time.
Issues. Guy had issues.
Yeah. Bollocks. Issues. He had issues.
He had issues.
Now Malone's trying to grapple onto something here to get back up with this group as they're flying away. We got battle between the 1 and the number 9 car for second place.
I'm struggling, folks.
It's pretty unbelievable how opening the door can really, really hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, it's
if
true.
these groups pull away with draft. These trucks are unlike anything else in comparison to the Gen 6 cars. Really
Yeah,
comes down to the tire modeling. If you don't eat those tires up quickly, you get a lot of degrading, especially on this oval. Outside heat can really play into uneven wear tires and really slow down your performance, as Matt Malone's down to a 43.4 average.
I know, I totally lost that draft. Like you were saying, these trucks provide a really nice draft. If you don't get out of it, you're lost.
Now, there's one thing that I've wanted to do in my entire lifetime after watching NASCAR, and it is this. Matt Malone, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, it's a Big 10-4.
Matt Malone, you're in the green flag racing right now. How you doing?
Oh, man. Still going at it here, boss. I don't know if you got a good view of this race, but it is crazy. I'm out here fighting and battling. It's wild stuff.
He must be battling with something other than trucks, folks, because he is literally on his own.
Oh, issues.
No issues.
That's the number 16 car off.
16 car, that's too bad. He was the dark horse, sitting up for third place and logged, I think, 4 laps under second place. Too bad it's over for him.
Wonder if he blew his engine or something.
Yeah, here's the intriguing part, folks. We got a group of cars coming up on Malone. Still not really working together. It's going to be quite some time before they get into Malone that's going to benefit anything. But there is a cluster of turkeys coming up through the pack here.
Oh, boy.
A gaggle, as we want to call it.
Uh-oh. There's a gaggle coming? Thanks for the warning. Sound the gaggle alarm. Oh, that was perfect. That's right, folks.
43,
Now that's not the gaggle alarm. That's not the one you blow where it attracts them, is it?
That's the attraction, yeah.
Uh-oh. It's springtime, you know. They're going to be all over me.
Ooh, number 1 car just bump draft the number 9 car in the middle of the turn. I thought he was going to get loose.
Ooh.
We need something to happen here.
I need a miracle, yeah.
Do you believe in miracle, folks? And I'm not talking about Malone getting laid.
Crickets.
Now that would be a miracle.
Yeah.
It's a turkey, not a cricket.
Eat turkey.
Come on. Oh, I'm going to get eaten up. Oh, no, they're catching me behind me, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boy.
On lap 28 of the 30 shootout, 2 laps to go. I'm afraid to say it, folks, but I think Malone's stuck in his position. He's going to have to play defensive at this point.
Dang it.
Good news for Malone after tire burn. He's still been able to manage a 43.43 average from what I'm calculating the lap time so far, which is on par with the rest of the pack here. The unfortunate part is there's no progress to be made. White flag.
White flag, folks. White flag will be coming out here. Hopefully I got enough buffer behind me. It could be close.
white flag,
The real white flag.
Can I hold on to 6th place?
Before we close out this race, folks, this is still progress. of the Friday Night Truck Series. Matt Malone went from a last place to a 13th place, and now recording a 6th place in only 3 races this week, or today. As we finished, number 3 car, Tyler James, finished first, and Malone, official, 6th place. Thank you for checking in on Grip TV.
Whew, man, that
This
was
is
crazy.
Justin Kane, gonna go racing.
Nice going, brother.
Thanks, Judson.
You bet, buddy.
That was Judson Kane stopping in.